boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. As you enter the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way in. 2021. It's only January, and there's a lot of current events to actually react to. Now, y'all know how 2020 started off. Man, oh man, 2020 started off just straight up blazing, literally blazing. I mean, you had the Australian wildfires, pretty much changed the whole landscape of Australia. Man, you had Kobe Bryant's death. You had Donald Trump getting impeached. You had a stock market crash. You had COVID-19. I mean, damn, soon as 2020 hit, before it was even mid-year, a whole lot of craziness took place, right? I could say the same thing already for 2021. It's only January, y'all. It's only January. It's crazy. In this video, I'm going to go over a lot of different things that's happening. All right. I'm going to go over a lot of different things that's happening in the news, right? I'm talking about in the celebrity realm or entertainment field. I want to talk about how sex magic goes wrong. Yeah, that's in current news. How sex magic can go wrong. We going into everything that's happening out there in Washington, D.C. We definitely got to talk about what's going on in D.C. I didn't get to sit down and actually look at everything that's happening this month to actually react to everything. But now I'm going to take this as a prime opportunity to see what's going on. I see y'all rolling in the chat. What's up, DJ Tatted? What's up, Amarian? What's good? True Love, how you doing? How you doing? Devon Adams, what's up? Salute, salute. What's up, BMO Remastered? Kara K. Brandon, what it do, family? What it do? The Stranger was good. Man, I'm glad y'all catching another stream. I'm glad y'all catching another stream. Hopefully y'all got all y'all notifications. You know, that's been an issue as of late, but hopefully y'all got y'all's notifications and y'all didn't just happen to roll up on this video. We want people to be notified. You get it? All right, so we got to talk about 2021, man. We got some things to go into. I'm going to go into some sources. I'm going to go into some news sources. We are going to go to BBC News. We're going to BBC News. First, we're going to cover what's going on around the White House, or around the Congress, rather, how Ford died after Trump supporters ransacked the Congress. All right, we're going to go to BBC News, and I'm just going to react to everything, and I'm going to share my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts concerning this, just being from DC. Born in, you know, pretty much raised, not born there, but raised there. And I have my thoughts of what I think is going on, and I want to share those thoughts. But let's go ahead and play this news clip here.
Good morning, welcome to Breakfast with Naga Manchetti and Charlie State.
Our headlines today. Death, violence and chaos in Washington, D.C. 4 people die as President Trump's supporters storm America's Capitol building.
The rioters were trying to stop US lawmakers approving the results of the presidential election.
It's not protest, it's insurrection.
Amid widespread condemnation of the violence, we'll bring you the latest from Washington with the developments and reaction from politicians and witnesses.
Family doctors begin offering the new Oxford.
Yo, Ford died out there in DC. Listen, that, you know, that's not a good thing. You know, I feel for the people who lost their lives. But just being from Washington, D.C., let me tell you straight up, like, D.C. is not a state. It's a district, all right? the rules that's in DC don't apply everywhere else. Now think about the Hunger Games. I want y'all to think about the Hunger Games for a second, the movie Hunger Games. District 12, right? If you see how a district is ran, if somebody steps out of line, hey, the powers that be, they nip things in the bud real quick. Real quick. Somebody said it's staged. I don't know if it's staged or not. Because I'll tell you right now, being from DC, if you even blink wrong, the cops will whoop your ass immediately. I'm telling you, if you, like, I be telling brothers all the time, like, anytime something happens out there, I'm like, yo, don't go out there, don't march, don't protest, don't put yourself in them streets, don't do it. Because look, you got the Secret Service there. You got the real armed militia out there. I'm talking about, you got unarmed officers out there. I mean, when I mean unarmed, I mean unmarked officers. They don't have badges. They don't have nothing. I'm talking about they wearing all black with rifles. Like, trust me when I tell you this. In DC, if you step out of line, they will smite you in a heartbeat. I'm telling you that right now. All right? I'm telling you. I know that because I was raised there.
But AstraZeneca COVID vaccine is part of the biggest program of its kind in NHS history.
As millions of households get to grips with the return of online schooling, we look at the efforts to help families without the laptops and computers they need to learn.
And I'm looking at the millions of school meals going to waste. Good morning. The last-minute decision not to fully reopen primaries means most meals have been given away or thrown out. I'll look at what can be done and the impact on suppliers.
And they throwing school meals out. Check this out. And this is from the UK news. This is BBC, but they covering, you know, international news. All right. But they just throwing food away. So when there's a food shortage, it's all the school lunches that's not going to the schools because of shutdowns, lockdowns, or what have you. They just throwing the food away, man. It's crazy.
And good morning. Manchester City are heading back to Wembley. They're through to a fourth League Cup final in a row after beating their City rival.
Some ice to watch out for.
Oh, let me go ahead and fast forward. Let's get what's going on with the Congress, man.
Other people.
And I go to international news because that's the only news that's at least close to being the truth. You understand? That's why I like to go international. Like, I don't know, American news is just crazy. It's crazy.
Had what are described as medical emergencies.
More than 50 people were arrested and 14 police officers were injured.
Let's go straight to a Washington correspondent, Levi Duseka, who's inside the Capitol building now. Levi, very good morning to you. It is a much calmer scene this morning, of course, but this began with a protest and then a number of people storming the building. Tell us more.
Yeah, I was actually standing at this very spot, Charlie, doing a live on air when we saw policemen coming in, and they said that we needed to move and shelter away from where we were. We were moved into a tunnel. Wasn't quite clear what was going on, but then we heard that the Capitol building had been breached. This happened shortly after Donald Trump had given a speech in which he encouraged his supporters to come up from just outside the White House, up the road here to the Capitol buildings, and essentially make their protests heard. And they certainly did that, but not in a way anyone could have really predicted or expected. Really quite shocking scenes. We saw tear gas having to be employed in the Capitol buildings. This is this.
You know, I don't think all those people who breached the Congress building were like Antifa. I don't. I think Antifa was involved. I truly do. I believe that there was a tweet that was put out from one of their representatives basically saying, if you're part of our organization, make sure when you got your Trump gear on and your pro-American fashion on, make sure you got your hat turned backwards so you can know it's us. So, I mean, they've been coordinating. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was agents and provocateurs among everything. But listen, y'all got to understand where we at. There's a lot of people who are pissed off about this election. And when you allow politics to influence your mind and you allow the media to really influence you to the point when you all out there and you're willing to put yourself on the line, whatever happens kind of like happens to you. Because you can either trust in this system or you can trust in the Most High. You understand? But I do think there's agents involved, but there's also people who just get caught up in their feelings. People get caught up in their emotions. People want to go out there and they want to be a part of something. They're upset of how the election turned out, and they out there. You know, not everything is what they call a conspiracy. Not everything. And when it comes to Washington, D.C., a lot of these people probably not from D.C. A lot of these people probably traveled to go to this Trump rally. They don't know how D.C. get down. They don't understand it's a district, and they deal with things like D.C. is literally the first district. If they was to break down, if they was to do what they did to the Hunger Games, right? And they was to break down everything in districts. D.C., Washington, D.C. would be the first district. You understand? And it will be ran by a tyrannical overlord. Seriously. That's how it would go down. And anybody who step out of line, they getting clapped. DC follow their own rules, bro, when it comes to that. I'm telling you right now.
Seat of democracy in America. We saw demonstrators jumping on the platforms on the floor.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's all staged. I'm telling you, all of it's not staged. I'm telling you right now, it's not. This is the issue. They tried. You got to understand. They provoke people. Yes, there are provocateurs. Like, y'all got to have balance of what's happening. Yes, there are provocateurs. But all of this is not staged, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you got to use critical thinking right here. Think about this. They tried with BLM, right? They tried to get Antifa involved. They tried to get black people to protest over police shootings in D.C. They tried. But guess what? Black people from D.C. already know what time it is when you protest. They already know. Listen, it's not like Baltimore. In Baltimore, listen, them brothers, when somebody get killed, they go hard. You understand? They get out there and they tear things up. They tear police cars up and all that when somebody died. You can't do that in D.C. You can't protesting in D.C. is dangerous. You have the Secret Service out there. You got the military out there. You got unmarked officers. You got, like, I'm trying to explain to y'all, it's not all staged, because everybody like, it's all staged. No, it's not all staged. They just got the right people to actually participate. 5 people died, ladies and gentlemen. 5 people died out there. You know, people lost their lives out there. Yes, was it coercion? I believe it was coercion. I believe that there are provocateurs. Do I believe it's paid actors involved? More than likely. Anything that's on the news, you're going to see all of that. But people really genuinely are upset about how this election turned out. All right? But I also believe that they're playing two sides against each other, and it's a Hegelian dialect, and they're playing against the middle. Truly believe that.
Of Congress there, a demonstrator that broke into Nancy Pelosi, that is the Democratic leader of the House of Representatives, putting his feet on her table, taking pictures there, people smashing windows, incredibly scary scenes really to watch. We, by that time, had moved to a cafeteria where we were being kept along with some other people. The whole building was on lockdown at that.
I guarantee, yeah, somebody said half stage, half real. Agreed. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because I guarantee a lot of those people who went out there, they didn't know it was going to get real like that. A lot of people who went out DC, they didn't know what was going to happen. Trust me. Soon as I heard pro-Trump rally in DC, my mind already was like, oh man, it's going to get real out there. The moment where I heard pro-Trump rally in Washington, DC, I was like, yeah, it's going to get real.
Point. And you could hear audible gasps at the beginning when people saw these scenes that were happening outside the building. You know, we were watching them on TV as they were taking place.
Yo, other countries are looking like, what the hell is going on in America, bro? You know, other countries are sitting there with their world leaders, all the world leaders like, man, what? Babylon the Great, it's falling, it's falling, it's falling. You know what the Bible say? A land divided can't stand, man. This is crazy right here.
Hours ticked by, we really were stunned by what was going on. It really has been quite shocking in terms of what's taken place. And as you said, 4 people have died today.
And amongst the images that we're seeing this morning, there are some images from within the chamber which show guns being drawn, presumably by the police inside as the protesters are coming into the building, and we see people absent.
Hey, yo, this remind me of Olympus Has Fallen, the movie Olympus Has Fallen. Some of these still shots they showing, they look staged. They look straight up staged, bro. But did it get real out there? I think it did get real out there. I mean, you got a bunch of people rallying for Donald Trump in DC, and you don't think it's gonna get a little crazy? Yeah. But they definitely this whole thing, look, some of these still shots, yeah, they're trying to project certain things, man. They're showing America, they're showing the fall of America, man. They're showing you. They're showing you the chaos. It's crazy.
Climbing down the inside of the chamber.
Yeah, I mean, there is quite a striking photo of 2 security officers holding guns, trying to stop people breaking into the chamber, breaking onto the floor. A couple of the women that I was speaking to when we were watching what was happening from inside the cafeteria actually work on the floor of the house, and they were saying they're not even allowed to touch those desks. They were shocked, appalled, and really quite hurt, actually.
Man, they got agents coming down from ropes and everything, bro. Hey, man, this is crazy, bro.
By the level of disrespect, they said, for this seat of democracy in the United States. I spoke to somebody else who works for a member of the House of Representatives. He said he had to help him take cover, and he accused Donald Trump of really attacking the democracy of his country.
Now, they're going to spin it against Donald Trump, man. I'm telling you, Donald Trump is the scapegoat for everything, bro. It's like Donald Trump is a key word for people that just trigger people. Like, it's crazy. It's like they use some MK Ultra mind control. And when you hear the word Trump, it just all hell break the hell loose. Straight anarchy break loose. Man, this is interesting. This is interesting. Like, it kind of reminds me of that one movie when what's that movie, man? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It got Denzel Washington in it. And you got the president basically under mind control. And they use, I don't know, I can't remember it right now. Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all put it in the chat. But this is crazy, man. It's some of it staged. I agree. I don't think all of it staged. I think chaos really broke out in DC. I don't think people who went expected it to be what it is, for real. Just being from there and knowing how the police get that Manchurian candidate. Man, y'all be on it, bro. Y'all be sharp, man. Manchurian candidate, that's it right there. Yeah, this remind me of some Manchurian candidate stuff. Like Donald Trump is the key word to trigger the whole world into chaos. Like, listen, y'all not gonna, some of y'all watching this, all you pro-black people out there, pro-blackity blacks out here, you're not gonna like some of the things I'm gonna say in this video. When it comes to Donald Trump, right? You ain't gonna like it. Now, mind you, I don't choose either side. I can care less about politics. I choose the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain things that's happening in the media that I can relate to right now when it comes to what Donald Trump, well, at least what the narrative is. Because we can't believe nothing the media says. But I can relate to the narrative behind what's going on with Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now let me explain why I say that. Some of y'all don't know, I had a video removed illegally for no apparent reason, a video where I was speaking about a certain virus, and I was basically doing some investigative journalist work, and I went to some reputable sources, doctors, scientists, well-known physicians, well-known activists, and I compiled a collage of videos that were illegally removed. I compiled these videos. I reacted to these videos. I put them on social media. And The censorship was there immediately. I'm talking about not even an hour. Not even an hour. That means maybe hundreds of people got to see it after it was actually posted. But not even an hour after it posted, it was removed illegally. So I can relate right now that the president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. The president of the United States is blocked from social media. Like, are you hearing me, ladies and gentlemen? Like, this is where we at right now. Where the gag order is out. Where the muzzle is really being put on those who's saying any similitude of truth. Now, whether or not this is staged that they're doing this to set an example on those who speak the truth, maybe it's an example that they're trying to set. Maybe the world powers want us to be afraid to speak certain things. So they're going to say, look, we're going to block the president. Listen, the president was blocked from Twitter and Facebook. They blocked the president, y'all, from Twitter and Facebook, whether it's real or not, because who knows? Whether it's real or not, it's a statement. It means something. They're trying to tell us something. They're communicating something from us. They're letting us know we can silence you. Now, let's play the source. Let's go to the news. Good Morning America. And I want y'all to hear that they actually blocked the Trumpster from tweeting. Check this out, man. This is crazy to me.
President Trump. In the wake of yesterday's Capitol siege, both Twitter and Facebook temporarily blocking the president's account. Let's go to Rebecca Jarvis with the latest on that. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning to you, Michael. These social media accounts have been the president's preferred mode of communication. They go one direction out, and now he has been shut out of his Twitter account, his Facebook account, and his Instagram account with nearly 100.
Yo, they blocked the president, yo. y'all hearing me, yo? Like, do y'all understand what this means, bro? Like, I can't even be upset no more. Like, I was so pissed off that I got my video removed that was bringing facts, trying to help people. Like, do you understand how upset I was about this? I'm like, no, freedom of speech. No, man, I only went to the facts. I'm like, I'm really in the outrage about this, right? I wake up to Good Morning America, right? And they done blocked the U.S. president from social media. Like, do you understand how serious that is? Come on, man.
150 million followers. They have been temporarily shut down, as well as a video being removed from both of those platforms, as well as YouTube. A video the president...
Damn, YouTube removing the president's videos, yo. The president. Yo, they did remove the president's videos on YouTube. I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. Because listen, if you are not with the mainstream media's agenda, they are blocking you, bro. They blocked this man from Twitter, they blocked him from Facebook. He's the president. This is crazy.
Yesterday afternoon, praising rioters at the Capitol, repeating unfounded claims about the election, telling his supporters he loves them. That video has been removed from all of the platforms. And
are you serious, bro? This is like some real live, like, yo. I couldn't have drew this up in a movie, man. Like, this is some movie stuff taking place right now. Seriously.
they have now called this an emergency. That is the language Facebook is using based on what occurred yesterday at the Capitol. They are removing other posts from other individuals who are inciting violence, who are posting pictures of their activities inside their...
Yo, is it any proof that Donald Trump incited any violence? Any proof? Have anybody actually seen this man incite any violence? Now I know y'all gonna be like, man, Bree, he sound like he pro-Trump. No, I'm not pro anything. I'm right and wrong. That's it. Right and wrong. That's it. Do y'all think it's right? Honestly, like, I want some critical thinking here. Do you think it's right that social media can block people when we have freedom of speech? Do you think that's right? When nobody's, especially if it's not proven that anybody's inciting anything, people are upset. So people are going to move accordingly. Yes, I still believe that it's all a charade. Listen, somebody up top is a puppet master, and they playing both sides. They playing everybody, right? I know that. Following the scriptures, I understand that. But listen, if on a common sense, logical level, on a moral level, if we can't look at things and be like, you know what, that's wrong. You block the U.S. president from social media based on what? Based on the fact that he said he loved his followers? Based on the fact that he's exposing some of the things that took place during the election? That's ridiculous. But it shows you how powerful social media is as well. It shows you how powerful it is. Because listen, these days, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about titles. It's not about titles. Donald Trump has 35 million followers, right? It's not about titles these days. You can be whatever title you want. You could be a priest, a bishop, a president, a governor, a politician. None of that matters in the kingdom to come. The Most High is looking at, listen, it's all about influence. 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 That's what it's about. It's not about your title. It's about your influence. And you got certain people who want to control people's influence.
Illegal activities inside of the Capitol, Michael.
And Rebecca, how long would a president be shut out of his accounts? And could it be permanent?
Well, Twitter has said it will be 12 hours. Facebook has said 24 hours. He has not posted anything since those bans yesterday, late in the evening. But this is possibly going to be permanent. It all depends on the president's actions. Both Twitter and Facebook have told me future violations could result in full shutdowns of both of those accounts.
Man, they can't wait to block him from social media. What, they're not even telling you what he did to be blocked from social media.
Michael. Well, hey.
Bruh, that is crazy, bruh. It's like if you go against the narrative whatsoever, you on a banned block list immediately. It's like, man, when I posted that video, I had an idea it would be blocked. And that's why I was telling everybody hit the thumbs up so everybody can see it before it was blocked. I had an idea it was going to be blocked. But, and only not because I did anything illegal, but because of what's going on in the world. I'm like, yo, whatever's going on in Congress, whatever's going on with social media, if it ain't going with the narrative, they getting rid of it, man. The famine of the word, man. If you ain't catch my live stream last night, I broke it down that they're trying to make it so the word of truth is hard to find, man. They want nothing but misinformation and disinformation fluctuating everywhere. So many lies that the truth is just hard to even grasp. I'm telling you, that's what they are right now. That is what they are on right now, man. Man, we got so much. We got some news to go to. We doing current events 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about when sex magic goes wrong. And yes, this is current news. Yeah, it's current news. You know, a few live streams ago, I did a video on the yoni steams. Yeah, I was talking about witchcraft and how, you know, that people would follow various idols. And I broke it down in that video. And some of y'all may not have seen it, but if you're not familiar with what a yoni steam is, a yoni steam is when women steam their vaginas. They typically go to these holistic doctors and they're surrounded by idols. They're surrounded by Buddha. They're surrounded by crystals. They're surrounded by the Hindu goddess of fertility. They sit in this room and they basically sit over a potty where they steam all kind of herbs and spices. and it's supposed to be a vaginal cleanse. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they're being sued big time. And this is brand new, fresh off the press. Brand new, fresh off the press. They're being sued big time. And I'm going to tell you why they're being sued, man. I'm going to read this article because there was a lot of women like, no, New Breed, you don't know nothing about a woman's body. You can't talk about that. No, New Breed, you can't talk about a woman's body and what goes on with her. Yoni things are good. You always demonizing something, Breed. Everything ain't witchcraft. Everything ain't this, and it's good for you, right? Right? I spoke about it. I got attacked by various witches who don't know how to even take care of their own vagina, right? I had to deal with a bunch of witches with vaginal dryness coming after me. You understand? So now, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the article of what actually happened to the women who went to get these yoni steams that are just all over the place, right? Right? I'm going to get that for you. And we go into Independent, right? Independent. That's the news source. Another UK news source. I've been going to the UK heavy for news because, you know, the stuff that's important, we ain't getting. And I think it's important. I think vagina health is important. You know, I think that this topic needs to be discussed because we need some good, clean vagina out there in the world. We don't need no ungodly, satanic vagina floating around. It's too much of that going on. We need some good, wholesome women who can bear babies in their wombs, right? We need that. So anyway, let's go. Let's talk about the lawsuits. Let's talk about what happened to their bodies. Companies that sell vaginal detox pearls faces lawsuits over false advertisement after claims of treating infertility. Oh man, we got to get into this. Man, they getting sued. Yeah, they about to lose all that. All praise to the Most High for breaking this witchcraft and sorcery down. They need to take this L. All right, it says, The Independent employs over 100 journalists around the world to bring you news you can trust. To support truly independent journalism. Please support independent journalism. That's what this channel is. Independent journalism. Mash the thumbs up if you support independent journalism, because you ain't gonna get this on mainstream media. All right. Please consider making a cut. Well, they're talking about making contributions. You don't have to make no contributions over here. Just hit a thumbs up. That's it. A company that sells vaginal detox pearls that promise to promote fertility and detox your ex is facing a class action lawsuit for false, misleading, and deceptive marketing. It says, according to the Goddess Detox, the company that sells the Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls, the product describes as all natural herbal vagina suppositories are meant to promote overall womb and health vaginal health, right? So what they're talking about is the actual care package that they send people. The pearls, the herbs, the spices, everything that's in this. It's like a baggie. And shout out to the sister that inboxed me on Instagram when she showed that she had just purchased it. All praise to the Most High. She had just purchased one of these things right when my video came out, but didn't use it. And some of the ingredients, the person who sold it to her actually marked out the ingredients, literally crossed out the ingredients. So some of the ingredients that was in this package, they don't even want you to know what's in it. It's believed that some of the ingredients included dong. Yeah, cow dong. So anyway, that's allegedly, right? But anyway, so what they do with these packages is they use them and they put them in a steam. Like they literally put them in a pot, steam it, and they sit their ass on the pot and steam their insides, you know? But it goes on to say, in addition to the claims of improved overall vaginal health, The companies are claims that the pearls have helped more than 10,000 women with painful menstrual cramping, detoxing, an ex-lover, smelly odor, dryness, getting back their menstrual cycle after getting off birth control, and overall vaginal reconnection. That's what they claim. The survey says that's a lie. Yeah. Listen, I find this more than necessary to give some advice on good vaginal health on this day and age. But let's talk about what the suit is, because bookmark what they just said. They want you to believe that this package is going to help you, right? With detoxing an ex-lover. What the hell does it mean, detoxing an ex-lover? Let me stay here for a second. We got to evaluate this one. We got to pick this apart. Let me take my time with this. Hit the thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take my time with this one, bro. Hold on. This is their claims, right? 10,000 women with painful menstrual cramping, detoxing, ex-lovers, smelly odor, dryness, getting back their menstrual cycle after getting off birth control, and overall vaginal reconnection. So they're trying to make you believe that steam in your vagina is going to stop you from smelling bad, stop painful menstrual cramping, detoxing an ex-lover, right? Getting back your menstrual cycle and vaginal reconnection. Let me explain this to you. That is not how the vagina works. All right? Instead of celibacy, instead of keeping your legs closed, instead of getting your pH balance together, instead of prayer, instead of getting forgiveness for the men that you may have dealt with, they're going to go get these steams. But check this out. Only thing that I can picture right now, the only thing that I can imagine right now is all these angry women who still had smelly vaginas, who still had the residue of their ex-lover, who still had all of these problems in their nether realm, pissed off enough, right? They're so pissed off that they went and sued this company. Like literally, they imagine like 500 women outside of one of these yoni steam shops. I want y'all to visualize this, because this is what happened. They're just not telling you that like that. I want you to visualize this. 500 angry, pissed off women, right? Who went and got steam, sitting there like, we still having these issues, not banging the door down. Because that is literally what I'm picturing when I'm reading this. Enough to go get lawyers and everything. Let me tell you something, man. Let's go into some real understanding of the vagina, man. Because New Breed don't know what the hell he's talking about. No woman I deal with, they have these problems. No woman I deal with have problems with, any type of bad smells, none of this. We're going to another UK news source. Why I got to keep going to the UK, man? We're going to NHS UK. All right. And I'm going to read this article. It's called Sexual Health, Keeping Your Vagina Clean. Yeah, I'm going there. All right. Bacteria in the vagina. There are lots of bacteria inside the vagina. They're there to protect it. So your vagina has natural bacteria. Professor Ronnie Lamont, spokesperson of the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. So we go into the professionals here. The vagina contains more bacteria than anywhere else in the body after the bowel. But the bacteria that are there for a reason. The good bacteria inside the vagina provide numerical dominance. They outnumber other potential harmful bacteria that might enter the vagina. Your vagina has natural bacteria that clean itself. It cleans itself, right? helps keep the vagina pH balance, how acidic the vagina is, at an even level, which helps keep the balance of bacteria healthy, right? So these natural bacteria, they're healthy. It keeps everything acidic. It cleans it up naturally. So when you add in all these chemicals, these various soaps, these various toxins that you add into it, it knocks the pH balance off. Why? Because it's killing good bacteria. Some of the soaps are killing good bacteria. The chemicals in some of the soaps are designed to kill some of the good bacteria, which keep the pH balance regulated. This is why women are supposed to wash their nether realms with natural substances. Natural, like shea butter, real coconut soap, black soap, natural. They're supposed to get in the crevices with something natural, bro. Not something with a bunch of chemicals. And damn sure not steaming it. Now, here's the thing. This is the first thing I thought when I thought about steaming the vagina. This is what I thought in my mind. I don't know if any of y'all ever went to a steam room before. But usually when you steam, right, it exfoliates. It doesn't retain moisture. So a lot of women who dealing with vaginal dryness, who go out there and get these yoni steams, it makes absolutely no sense that you're sitting on something that steams. When something exfoliates, it dries you out. So when you're sitting on top of boiling water with some God knows what mixed in it, you're actually drying yourself out. It's exfoliating your natural bacteria and it's making it dry. So you go in there, you trying to cleanse your ex-lover. Only thing you're doing is more damage than good. All right? It's science, people. It's just science. It says, it helps keep the vagina's pH balance, how acidic the vagina is, at even levels, which helps keep the balance of bacteria healthy. Can reduce barotonins, naturally occurring antibiotics to reduce or kill other bacteria entering the vagina. It heals itself, man. Produce a substance that stops evading bacteria striking to the vaginal walls, which prevents bacteria invading the tissue. All right. It says if the balance of bacteria is disturbed, this can lead to infection and inflammation. See? Could you imagine what these women were going through, going to get these yoni steams? Being inflamed down there, being in pain because they're trying. Listen, if they was following the Most High, they would know not to go follow these idols because the yoni steam is idolatry. Yoni is a Hindu goddess of fertility. And people really thought that they would become fertile after getting this steam. Instead, that demon tricked them. And now they're dealing with vaginal dryness, more problems than they had before. And then it goes on about washing in your vagina and antiseptics and what causes irritation and all of that. You do that on your own time. Remember, I don't know a damn thing. That's what a lot of these women say. Anubri, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Though all the vagina that's near me, they ain't having those problems. Ain't none of the vagina I'm dealing with have none of them problems. So, I mean, obviously I know something. I ain't dealing with no musty vagina. So clearly I know how to pick women who ain't having these issues. So I know something about it. Trust me, I get up close and personal to vagina. So I know, I gotta know something. Damn it. I examine it. I get closer to a lot of these, I get closer to the vagina than a lot of these gynecologists on here talking about the vagina. Trust and believe that part. So I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know when something ain't right, and I know when something is right. But anyway, I had to cover that, man. I had to cover that. Let's see what else we got in the news. Oh man, there's so much news. I don't want to backtrack, but let me backtrack just a little bit. It's something I left out about Trump, right? This is funny right here, but Donald Trump trying to start his own social media platform. We're going to go back there. Then there's something else I want to cover. We're going to go there. And then there's something else I'm going to cover. There's a lot of news in 2021 already. So I'm going to go back because after Trump was blocked from social media, this man said, look, I'm finna start my own social media. It says social media platforms temporarily block Trump. And I think it's an article that I need to go to here. Yeah, it's Trump considers building his own social media site after Twitter ban. Could you imagine Donald Trump with his own social media platform? Let's just imagine that for a minute. Yeah, that's a smart idea. You're damn right it is. And I mean, hey, what's stopping him from doing? He got the money. He got the influence. But anytime your U.S. president has to sit up there and say, I'm starting my own social media platform, then you see what's going on. A land divided, man. But I'm going to go to this article real quick, and then we're going to go to the next news source of what's going on. January. We only in January, y'all. We only in January. Hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this stream, man. We got a lot to do today. Let me see. Here we go. And I'm going to PCMag.com. And it's also in New York Times, too. But I've been trying to go to alternative sources as of late. It says the president posted on at Pontus account on Twitter, which was quickly locked down. In the same message, Trump promises a major announcement with an existing social media site. President Trump plans on exploring building his own social media platform in response to Twitter permanently suspending his personal account at Real Donald Trump. Bro, that is crazy. They blocked the damn president, bro. Like, how can I get mad about my freedom of speech being taken when this is happening to the U.S. president, bro? This is crazy. I'm not even mad no more. I'm actually honored. I'm honored that I alerted the attention of the World Health Organization. I'm honored. And I'm going to follow your rules. I'm going to follow your guidelines. I'm going to follow those guidelines. I appreciate the support because now people know how real it is. They know how real the truth is. So thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored to be amongst those that are deemed unsuitable. I like that. Now, somebody said stay humble. Oh, I am very humble. I'm humble. Listen, it was a very humbling experience. You hearing humble me. Yesterday, I wasn't humble about it. I was pissed. So right now, you hearing humble me. I'm honored and I'm humbled by it. Somebody said, stay humble. Oh, yeah, I'm humble. Yesterday, I wasn't too humble. President Trump plans on exploring building his own social media platform in response to Twitter permanently. Good gracious. According to this site, Twitter permanently suspended his account. Oh, man. No more Twitter fingers. Ironically, hold on. How many of y'all really believe Trump really be tweeting? Look, by show of hands, emoji hands, by show of ones, whatever type of emoji you can come up with. By show of hands, how many of y'all think he really is the one tweeting? A lot of people don't, right? Some people do. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Who think Donald Trump is really tweeting? Okay, no, I don't think so either. But what I do believe is happening is them banning Trump from Twitter is a message to all those who speak. That's what I think. Somebody said 60, 50%. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really don't think the U.S. president is sitting here tweeting. I don't. I don't think he's tweeting. I mean, the man's a... Then again, I mean, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, the man is in his 70s. He's filthy rich. He done everything. Maybe he could be tweeting, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But I think that the world powers are giving us a message. And the message is you can be silenced. If we would silence the president, to hell with your freedom of speech. To hell with your freedom of speech. That's what I get from all of this. But only time will tell if he actually gets his own social media site. If he do get one, I'm definitely following that platform. Trust and believe that if Trump gets his own platform, I'm going over there. I'm gonna see what's going on. It says, I long predicted this would happen. Trump wrote in regards to the ban. Yeah, we can always kind of see it happen. We have been negotiating with various other sites and will have a big announcement soon. While we also look at the possibilities of building out our own platform in the near future, we will not be silenced. That's what he says. We will not be silenced. Let's see. Because now I know what it's like to be silenced. I know what it's like. Now, I'm going into some other news, right? In the celebrity field. I'm gonna start doing these current events. I'm gonna do one of these shows every month where I go to, I evaluate politics. I then go on to evaluate some other type of news regarding spirituality. And then I go into what's going on in the celebrity news, right? Y'all gonna get a widespread category when I'm speaking on current events. Here's some other news, right? How many of you brothers know who Niecy Nash is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know who Niecy Nash is. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I see someone. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's some brothers who like, yeah, okay. Now, if you don't know who Niecy Nash is, she's a celebrity, right? She was on the show Reno 911. Now, fellas, I know you all remember Reno 911, right? Stacey Nash, that police show. It was pretty much a fake show. It's like a parody. It's like kind of like a parody show where they was like dressed up as cops and stuff. Niecy Nash was the black woman on that show. The one with all that ass, all those lips, all that breast, right? Yeah, Niecy Nash. Yeah. And I know a lot. I don't know about y'all. I grew up watching Niecy Nash, right? Niecy Nash, unfortunately, married a woman. Yeah, she's playing for the other side. And I want to cover this because the Bible tells us, man, that women will lose the natural affection for a man. Yeah, she got out of the divorce. She just recently got divorced and she's playing for the other side. And I honestly, I caught wind of this news. And all I can say is, soon as I caught the news, I was like, no. I mean, that was my first reaction. I hit him with the no, man. No, say it ain't so. What in the BLM is going on here? I mean, I can't believe it. So I wanted to cover this because, like, to me, this is a teaching point. There's a method to this madness here. There's a teaching point here, right? Ladies, no matter how hard things get in a relationship, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how the divorce goes, like a lot of women are doing this right now. A lot of women, they're getting out of these relationships. They don't want to take into consideration what they may have done wrong in those relationships. And they just want to jump out the damn window and they want to go play for the other team. And it's like, yo, it hurts. It hurts real men. It hurt us. It's like we getting punched in the stomach. You understand? Because all that goodness you carrying around, it's like a waste. It goes to waste. It hurts us men. It hurts us because there's good men out there. Like, why? Like, I'm going to play the clip. Let me see what she says out of mouth. The woman that she married, her fade You could tell that the barber she goes to is on point. Her shape up is fresh. But I mean, come on, man. This hurts right here. This hurts. This hurts. But I'm gonna see what Niecy Nash got to say. Nah, Niecy. My little Boosie voice. No, man. No. No, man. Damn, Niecy Nash. Wow, man.
I was asked, like, is this your official coming out? And I was like, coming out from where? I wasn't anywhere to come out of.
Niecy Nash is opening up about her marriage to Jessica Betts.
I never lived a sexually repressed life. I just love who I love when I love them.
She still look good, bro. Even at her age, bro. This is crazy, man. But see, look, this also, right, shows you what the hell goes on in Hollywood, man. They on some sexual free love. Like she's telling you, I always been doing stuff. Like a lot of these people who get on, they switch hitting big time. You understand? They out here, whatever got legs, whatever don't got legs, whatever got an organ, they on it, man. It gets real weird in Hollywood, man. Eyes wide shut. I'm talking about they get real weird. I mean, for people to end up on TV shows and all of that, they got to do a lot, man. A lot of compromising. But man, this is not good, man. This was a blow. This was a blow to my puberty upbringings right here. Damn.
And it's as simple as that.
The newlyweds sat down with Good Morning America on Wednesday to talk about their romance. A romance that came as a surprise to...
Bruh. If y'all don't know who Niecy Nash is, look her up even now. Look her up back then and look her up now, bro.
Some, since Niecy had...
Talk about curves galore, man. For what? For what reason? She ain't bearing no children with these curves. She ain't bringing no life forward. It's a waste. Like, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of women that you see walking around, brothers, I hate to say this, in this day and age where there's a lack of righteous men and these women don't want to take the time to actually go into celibacy and actually evaluate themselves, because it all boils down to not critiquing your own character. It all boils down to not really taking responsibility for your actions that you done wrong in a relationship, and you thinking that all men are nothing and that you got to go play for the other team. A lot of women that you see, they gonna be a waste of life, man. You know, we talk about, oh, she bad, that woman's bad, she's beautiful, some of these beautiful women are a waste of damn space, bro. A waste of space. They ain't bringing forth no life. They not helping populate. They literally have no purpose but just to get views, for you to look. They're just something. They're just an object, a pretty object for you to look at, because their mind, it ain't there, bro. They're not thinking about nation building. And so you brothers out there, man, we got to stop getting caught up in beauty, man, because some of these women, their minds are just straight up corrupted, man, straight like that.
Had previously been married twice, both times to men. And
she was married twice to men. Man.
Her divorce from Jay Tucker in March.
For us, it's easy because we love each other. The love is just taking on a different form, but that's always going to be my friend.
Wow. That's always going to be her friend. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why women want to do this. Because if you look at her new wife, right? She looked like she got some thug in her, right? Let me explain something. Oh man, this is going to be a teaching point. I'm telling you, everything I cover going to have a teaching point. She looking at her ex-husband as a friend. You know why? Because the dude was nice. He was a damn nice guy. And I tell you brothers all the time. I tell y'all all the time. All that nice guy, all that nonsense is played out. A woman don't want no, she gonna look at your ass like a friend, bro. Like you married, like your wife should never look at you like a friend. Your ex-wife should never look at you like a friend. I'm telling you, when you dealing with a woman, you got to let her know, listen, I'm the man of this. Yeah, you follow my orders. It is what it is. I dominate here. I dominate in this bedroom. I regulate this. This is my house. I guarantee if he put the law down on her like a husband should, like more men got to put the law down on these women, man. Man, you got to try to listen. When you dealing with your woman, let me tell brothers, I hope y'all listening, man. Hope you listening. When you dealing with your woman, you got to put the wrath of God in her. Like you got to let her know you a straight up warrior. You not playing no games. You got to flip her. You got to grab. You got to snatch her. You got to lay heavy hands on her. When she walking around the house, you got to smack them cheeks as hard as you can. Listen, forget all that holy. Listen, you could be a priest all day out in the streets. You could be a prophet. You could be holy. You could be righteous. But when you dealing with your woman, bruh, you got to let her know this is the wrath of God. Feel my power, feel my authority. That's what it got to be, man. If her husband, if either one of her husbands, I promise you, if either one of her husbands put that work on her, man, put the fear of God. Listen, sometimes when you dealing with your woman, it might be some permanent scars left, man. You might bite her. It might get a little wild. You might bite her, sink your teeth in her. She got to look at that for her whole damn life, man. She got to see bite marks on her lip. She has to be able to look in the mirror and be like, this dude is crazy. That's what your woman got to be like, he's crazy. He's righteous, but this dude's crazy. I ain't going nowhere. That's how it got to be. You got to shock a woman, bro. Like, forget all that damn nice guy. She looked at her husbands as friends. Hell no. You supposed to as friends. Hell no, bro. As friend. Not Niecy Nash.
Always.
But for the fifth.
Women be looking at gay guys as friends. If your woman look at you as a friend, that's a damn problem. Let's go back. Let's hear what she just said, man. That bothers me, bro. Because this is what happened. And they like, she thinking she can get some thug love from a woman. Because a woman knows another woman. Right? This is her mentality. Of course, it's straight wickedness. It's sickness. It's straight sickness. But in their minds, they think, oh, a woman knows another woman, so she know when I want to be choked or I want like it boils down to sex. You can get the nonsense out of here. It definitely boils down to sex. Don't let them fool you. They'll try to fool you. Don't let them fool you, man. They ain't doing. Listen, those guys wasn't putting in the work, man. Tell me.
And just finalized her divorce from Jay Tucker in March.
For us, it's easy because we love each other. The love is taking on a different form, but that's always gonna be my friend. Always.
But for the 50-year-old actress, she's
when you dealing with your woman, man, you got to conjure the spirit of Rick James and Bobby Brown, man. Let me stop saying stuff like that. Y'all gonna think that I'm you ain't got to conjure no spirit. I'm being facetious. I'm joking. But I'm telling you, you got to bring it. That's what I'm saying. Because they'll never look at you like a friend. Could you imagine Rick James? I know he's kind of like out there, but could you imagine a woman saying that about Rick James or like Bobby Brown or somebody back in the day that was out here doing what they was doing with these women? Come on, man. Oh no, they didn't pull it off. Hold up. Nah, man, we going back. We gonna play this clip. I'm gonna stop interrupting.
Always.
But for the 50-year-old actress, she says love is love, and she found it in Jessica.
Damn, she is 50 years old, bro. She look good as a mug for 50 years old, for real.
It has nothing to do with gender, or it has everything to do with being an amazing person. And this is the most beautiful soul I have ever met in my life.
The two met over 4 years.
The one she married looked like she smoked blunts every day.
Years ago and became quick friends. But the spark between them really ignited when Jessica appeared on Niecy's series Claws.
A 50-year-old woman jumping to the other side? That's absolutely ludicrous, bro. 50 years old, bro. You supposed to be settling down. You got your grandbabies. You happily married, got your husband. 50 years old. Come on, man.
In 2018,
I've been waiting for this day.
I knew it was something the moment I met her, but when I fell in love is when I desired no one else.
She probably got more gangster in her than every dude that she messed with. You hear? I knew it was something, dog. Yeah, I knew it was something when I first met her. I knew it was gonna be on and popping. When I looked at that little square Negro she was with, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be mine right there, old square ass nigga. That's exactly how she. That's exactly how that went. That oh man, that got to hurt, bro. Losing your woman to it. Oh man, come on. Losing your woman to another woman. Oh man, I can't even imagine the pain and anguish that come with that. Because you wasn't, I mean, ultimately, you had her. She was yours. That's your fault. It's your fault, brothers. If your woman leave you for a woman, it's your fault, man. She wicked as hell, but it's still your fault, man. It's your fault because, listen, either she already had those tendencies and you didn't ask her about that, or you just wasn't handling it and she just gave up altogether. And she still had those tendencies, so she's wrong, but damn, bro.
I knew.
As for Niecy, she said she always felt connected to the 48-year-old, but the romantic connection was fresh.
The being in love is new, but loving her as a soul, I've done that from the beginning.
Oh, and if all that wasn't sweet enough, on Wednesday, Jessica dropped a new music video for her single Catch Me, featuring her new wifey.
Oh no. I'm gonna blank out that. I don't want to get no copyright. I don't want Niecy Nash or her homeboy, whatever. I don't want them flagging me for playing their music.
I absolutely want somebody
50 years old, Niecy Nash, no, man.
Fully seen and fully accepted, probably for the first time in my life.
Now the two are
She's fully seen and fully accepted for the first time in her life at age 50, man.
brainstorming other ways to collaborate professionally.
We are actually trying to find a place where both of our art intersects. So we're working on something like that right now.
They also have a little advice for anyone trying to live a more authentic life.
Wow. Now they're gonna try to persuade everybody else to get involved in this madness, man. It's straight wickedness, man. The Bible says that woman will lose the natural affection for a man and vice versa, man. We living in those times. This is truly Sodom. This is Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It's straight up wicked. It's a shame that I gotta see a 50-year-old woman that's just a waste. It's bad times, and I didn't see her get no real publicity until this happened. But that's what happens. The world awards this nonsense. You know, the world awards this nonsense, and we be turning up on this channel. I know you're gonna get current events in a way that you probably don't see floating around, but that's what it is. Let's get into some Q&A, man. What y'all got any questions regarding anything that I spoke on? Yeah, what it do with y'all, man? I see y'all in the chat. People still rolling in. There's always people rolling in late. For everybody who sent super chats, thank y'all. For everybody who came in, showed up, showed out, hit that thumbs up button, thank y'all as well. Thank y'all as well. Somebody said biggest trick the enemy got out here with the rainbow community. Tragic. They have such a false sense of security till my God come home. Facts. Like, I don't know. I just can't wrap my mind around the mind frame of a 50-year-old woman who's been married twice just jumping shit like that. Like, Niecy Nash, one of them women I always had my eye on, like, dang, she's beautiful. Because when I was coming up, it wasn't that many, not saying I'm that old, but I'm of age where it wasn't that many black women, like voluptuous. It wasn't that many voluptuous black women on TV. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, a curvaceous woman on TV, like on a show that came on, you didn't really see that like that. Niecy Nash was probably the first. Reno 911, that show was the first show where I seen a curvaceous black woman on TV every day. And I caught that thing every day, bro. I caught it every day. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, yeah, Niecy Nash, she on it. So to see her at 50 years old, still looking good, been married twice, sit there and just jump all the way on the other side, that shocked me. That shocked me. That caught me off guard right there. Somebody said I was watching Reno 911 every week. I bet you was, bro. I bet you was. Yeah, somebody said, bro, she bad. She is, man. 50 years old. 50? How many? Listen, she 50. She look good. She look better than a lot of these 30-year-old women out here these days. Somebody says plastic surgery a sin. Yeah. Your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, man. You're not supposed to change your body. Yeah, plastic surgery is a sin. Somebody said, how many wives can I have? How many wives can you afford? How many wives can you please? How many wives do you want? How many wives do you need? What is your future? That's how I'm going to answer that. Somebody said, sheesh, I only can afford one. Hey. Let me see. Tammy says, Shalom. For some reason, I don't get your notifications. I turn notifications on in my settings. I click on the little bell. Maybe it start notifying me. I catch you by chance. Yeah, that's what's happening over here on New Breed to the World Over. You know, I'm going through a great time right now. That's why if you don't follow me on Patreon, follow me over there. I'm going to start doing a lot more live streaming there. So, but it is what it is. Yo, Black Male TV Advice, salute, fam. I'm glad you catching the stream, bro. I'm glad you catching the stream. Y'all, shout out to Black Male TV Advice. Go over there and subscribe to that brother, man. I learned a lot from his channel, man. Over the years, he's been putting in work. It says, can't stand when people ask how many wives they need when they don't even have one woman and whom they take care of. Shaking my head. Facts. That's true, too. That is absolutely true, man. You got people out here who can't deal with the one, you know? Typically, when you taking on somebody else, you want some level of success with the first one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, New Breed, I see you love that natural thickness. Absolutely. See, I'm the type of man, I like a variety of women. I like women who shape like Aaliyah. I like women who shape like Jill Scott. It just depends, bro. It just depends. It's attraction. It's kind of complex for me because also a woman can look fine as hell. She could be Halle Berry bad, but if she start talking and her attitude doesn't proceed with her looks, then, you know, I just tend not to give a damn. You know, I mean, her looks just don't matter to me. So yeah, Foster Jacob says all depends on her character. Doesn't really matter how she looks on the outside. Yeah, for real. But let's be realistic too. Let's add some balance to it. Let's be realistic. When you see a woman that look good, that's the first thing that's gonna get your attention. At least it is for me. When I see a woman, you know, I'm looking at what she looks like. I mean, that's just, as a man, that's how it is. That's natural. You're not going to look at a woman who look like she don't take care of her body and her hygiene, and you ain't going to look at a woman who ain't clean, right? So looks do matter. But if she talk and it don't match her looks, I can care less. Hold on, let me see. Taquisha says, like the channel, but not here for the male ego. Stunning. Well, you in the wrong place then. Because I'm a male. All men have egos. It's called testosterone. It's called masculinity. You just probably not used to that, right? I know that in this feminist culture, you're taught that when a man is talking, when a man is beating on his chest, when a man is essentially being a man, that's mansplaining. That's toxic masculinity. I can only be me. Yeah. Asia says, as long as we connect on a spiritual level and he keeps himself up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. That's a good thing. I mean, people got to have some standards, right? Like, you know, I hope that y'all learn from each and every one of these current events I covered. Number one, like, when it comes to sexuality, right? Or when it comes to, I would say, people who've been damaged and they're confused with their sexuality. And I'm directly speaking to women because a lot of things that I'm seeing right now with this lesbianism it's a pattern. It's a pattern taking place where women are dealing with certain men, and they don't consider the mistakes they made. And they start to be confused. They start to equivalate where they are in life and all the damaged relationships to, the solution being something carnal and vain. When the solution 9 times out of 10 is something that you got to address spiritually. Like Yoni's thing, and it is a spiritual void. It is definitely a spiritual void. Even with the Yoni steam thing, when women are going over there to get these steams, they know that there's something they're lacking. There's a void that's not fulfilled. They know that it's something they got to address. And what it is a lot of the times is they need a man. They need a man in their life. They need somebody who is going to show them the proper way, show them Christ, show them the love of the Lord. So it's like, examine yourself. We all make mistakes in relationships. We all been through tough times. But look at what you've done in that relationship. Don't just jump ship. Because women are creatures of security. They really want security. They really want to feel safe. They're gonna go with what they're comfortable with. And a lot of you women gotta break out of that. You gotta make yourself uncomfortable. Sometimes the truth will make you uncomfortable. You gotta learn to be more adaptive and be more stringent on yourself, And also from the social media censorship, I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. Yesterday's stream, I don't take nothing back I said. I meant every word that I said on that stream. But I felt like I personally was very upset. And I got to remember that this is Satan's system right now. Certain people, if they could sit there and block the US president, then I got to get out of my feelings. Because I'm so passionate about bringing forth the information. I'm so passionate about y'all being able to have this information that I had to analyze and be like, look, if these people, they got their own motives and they trying to spin a narrative. If people really want the truth, they're going to go out and support it and they're going to find it. They're going to follow me on Patreon. They're going to actually watch the videos where I can bring forth information that I can't bring forth here. So instead of me being upset, I know the real ones are going to gravitate. All the rest of them, I ain't even going to pay no attention to them. A lot of the scoffers and trolls, a lot of y'all going to just start getting blocked. I'm being honest with you, straight like that. I'm going to start blocking a lot of people. Like, I'm not even going to, like, if it's a comment in my section that don't make sense, that they just trying to troll and scorn and scoff, I'm blocking them. And also, I'm going to start adding more moderators too. Amarion, man. So everybody salute. Everybody put a flame emoji for Amarion Slaughter and the real Derek Jackson. Everybody put a flame in here for Amarion Slaughter and the real Derek Jackson. Follow those two brothers on Instagram because they be putting in work. With this large following, they be straight up, they be on it. They be on it. So, I mean, salute those brothers. Follow those brothers on Instagram, Amarion and the real Derek Jackson. And I'm going to start adding more moderators because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to turn up the heat on all these scoffers and trolls this year. I'm not playing no games. Anybody in my comment section talking crazy, I want you to remove them immediately. We getting them up out of there. ASAP. 2021, we not playing no games. And on my end, when I do pre-recorded videos, because I'm going to get back into that, when I do my pre-recorded videos and I do my short live streams and I'm reading the comment section, anybody talking crazy, they just going to get blocked from the channel. Because we don't have no time to play no games, man. Straight up. Facts. We're not playing no games out here. 100. Joanna says, newly subscribed to Patreon. That's what's up. I'm glad you're going to get a whole barrage of information over there. You're going to love Patreon. You got videos for all the visual learners out there who want to see the video clips and break down different things taking place in the world. You're going to love it. Somebody said, but not all people agree. Well, hey, it's not about you agreeing or not. You can disagree. You can disagree without being a scoffer. You can disagree without bearing false witness. You can disagree without putting ignorant ass comments out there. So it's not about whether you agree or disagree. Sometimes people may disagree with something and put something in a different perspective for me. But I won't tolerate disrespect on my channel. I won't tolerate foolishness. Foolishness is a comment that you didn't even think out. I won't tolerate comments based solely on emotion and they have no logic. Like I won't tolerate anybody promoting other YouTube channels. Like somebody just did in the chat. Won't tolerate it. Unless you hear me promote that person, don't come on my channel promoting anybody else. Like, come on now, that's disrespectful. How you on somebody's channel promoting somebody else's channel? Like, yeah, get her on up out of there. Get her on up out of there. Get her on up out of there. It's disrespectful, man. You on my channel promote somebody that I might not even rock with. I'm trying to, here it is, we building our platform over here. Like, just foolishness. Yeah, get them people out, like, come on now. Yeah, we keeping it real, man, that's all. Somebody said, bye, Felicia. I mean, for real, bro. Thank you, Omarion. Yeah, we getting them up out of there, man. I'm not playing no games, man. Like, a lot of people just ready to get blocked this year, huh? Bye, Felicia. Oh, man, it's been a powerful stream. Hopefully, y'all gained a lot of edification in this stream. I like to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through and showing y'all support. Thank you for everybody who sent super chats. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Patreon. All the links are in the description box. Thank y'all. With that being said, shalom and peace.